Hey, Scott.
Oh boy.
We are getting set for the NYC Skyliners to take on the Long Island Edge, and we're lucky enough to be joined by Scott Corcoran, assistant coach for the Skyliners. Scott, you're coming in on a 3-game skid, but the team showed some real push last night, scoring 3 goals, playing hard throughout a chippy third period. How do you carry that momentum forward in today's first period?
Just gotta have to stay aggressive on pucks today. Not give up loose chances. Not allow them to have too many men in front of the net. Gotta take care of business at home before we go to the other end.
All right, based on a recent poll for the LIAHL Bantam-A assistant coaches, you were voted 2022 sexiest coach alive. So what do you attribute your success?
I'm not sure I accept that. I don't know how to accept that.
Well, a follow-up for you there. Is there any truth to the rumor that based on your sexiest coach alive win, you've demanded to be called Scotty Too Hottie Corcoran?
I'm okay with anybody calling me whatever they want. That's okay.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Tune in for the first period puck drop here on Midnight Sports. Well, folks, welcome in here as we get set for the Skyliners to take on the Long Island Edge. The Skyliners come into the game coming off a 9-3 loss to the Great Neck Bruins yesterday. They played hard and battled throughout, but the Bruins were just too strong and took the game. Today, the Skyliners face the Long Island Edge, a team that got the better of them to the tune of 11-2 on December 18th at the Ice Hutch in Westchester, New York. The Edge recently shut out the Long Island Royals 5-0. They were scheduled to play Dix Hills Hawks away this morning, and the Edge come into town with a 12-3 record in the Long Island Amateur Hockey League, good for second place in the standings on points. They sit 4 points back of the first place Long Island Rinks with 2 games in hand, and they can score. They have a +79 goal differential over their 15 games. They have lost to the Cyclones, Great Neck Bruins, and Long Island Rinks this season. Skyliners will be looking to add their name to that list when we come back for Period 1's puck drop at City Ice Pavilion just after the break. Stick around. It's Skyliners Hockey on Midnight Sports. Well, Midnight Sports would like to thank Scott Corcoran again for that pregame interview and the insight into today's game, and remind everybody what just a good sport he was to indulge us there. Skyliners will huddle up here in front of their goal as 15 minutes is put on the clock for period 1. Some last-minute instructions being given amongst the skaters and the goalies. The Edge are doing the same at their bench. And the players will get ready here for puck drop. We've got a pretty full house here today at City Ice Pavilion in Long Island City, New York. Good turnout both from the Edge fans and, of course, as always, the Skyliners fans. Looks like Ryan Speaker will take the cage today for the Skyliners. And Coach Coffey has sent Matt Fauci, Dom Bizzarro, and Sam Berliner over the wall as his forward line. We'll see who he sends over as his first defensive pairing. Linesmen are going through their last checks here with the scorekeepers and the scoreboard operators. The Edge here ready to go, as are the Skyliners, who throw Freddie Ryan and Toby Rifkin-Brennan over the wall as well. It's their defensive pairing. And let's get set. 15 minutes on the clock. Goalies ready. Scorekeeper ready. And we have puck drop here in period 1 of the Skyliners against the Edge. Skyliners win it forward, but only make it so far as the blue line before the Edge turn around and gain the offensive zone. Freddie Ryan swipes there and takes it back to his own end boards. Puck now comes around, and the Skyliners are able to break out of their zone. Sam Berliner sends it up to the headman, Matthew Fauci. Misses his stick just slightly, and this one will go for an icing. The Skyliners were unable to touch up there 23 seconds into the first period. And they'll be looking at a defensive zone to face off here early on in the first. Skyliners will keep the same line out there for the long skate back to the defensive zone, while the Edge make an early switch. Berliner leans in to take this draw. Tries to win on his backhand to the corner. Instead, the Edge come away with it and take it to the point and send it on down low to the corner. Freddie Ryan goes to his end boards to collect. The Edge are there with an aggressive forecheck. Berliner comes away with it, though, in his corner, and now Fauci looks to pick it up. On the backhand, it only makes it so far as the point. The Edge still have the puck. They feather one in, but there's nobody there, so the Skyliners are able to break out. They dump that puck in to look to get a change, and Dom Bizzarro goes in on the forecheck. He makes it to the puck first and looks to send it to a teammate. Surrounded by Edge players, so he cycles it down low back to Fauci. Fauci has it now at the end boards. Tries to send it up to Barish, and the puck eludes him. Only gets to the point, though, and Freddie Ryan keeps it in. Another keep by Freddie, and now he throws one on goal. Easily kicked aside there by the Edge goaltender. Puck comes in on the cage, but doesn't quite make it all the way to the goaltender, and the Edge try and recycle and get out of the zone. Toby tries to keep it in there, but the Edge come away with it. Now they're flying through the neutral zone in a 2-on-1. Looks like he's all in on the goalie, and Ryan Speaker will make a nice glove save there on that partial breakaway with 13:39 left in the first. 0-0. Skyliners and Edge. Thanks for joining us today on Midnight Sports. Remember, Midnight Sports, a stream so good, even your doctor will be impressed. Skyliners win that face-off forward, and Jokan comes away with it. Sends it on down in the offensive zone. Oh, it just crosses the red line, and the Skyliners are guilty of another icing, so they'll make the long skate of shame back to the defensive zone to take this draw again. Parakia and Hartzog are now out as the defensive pairing, and we've got Barish, Smosi, and Khan out there as the forward line. Barish will lean in for the draw. It's on his forehand, tries to win it to the corner, but it ends up in the high slot. Now Smosi harassing the Long Island defenders there at the blue line. They're able to keep it in the zone, and it heads back down to the corner and then the end boards. Puck is whipped around, but it only makes it so far as the Long Island Edge far point. Tries to put it right back in again. Skyliners battle there for it in the middle of the slot. The Edge come away with it, but only to the half boards. The Edge have it now down low, and they look to feather something into the slot. Skyliners smartly cut that off, and it comes all the way up to the point. The Edge still have the offensive zone, but thrown out now. A nice touch by Rafi Samozi. Gets that across the blue line. The Edge have to recoil. They do, and they dump right back into the offensive zone. Skyliners go to pick it up. They reverse. There's no Skyliner there to pick up the reverse, and the Edge come away with it at the end boards. Now the Skyliners collect, unfortunately on their backhand, and can't get the puck all the way out of the zone. It's a man loose in the slot who doesn't get the puck, and the Skyliners again try and throw it out of the zone. Now it's in the high slot. Joe Collins able to kick that puck across the blue line. The Edge will have to recoil. They do, and send it just right back in, and looks like they'll get a forward line change. Skyliners are changing behind the play and try and work that puck up and out. It's now in the high slot for the Edge. Sam Berliner's able to separate his man from the puck, though. And the puck leaves the zone only to come right back in from the neutral zone. The Skyliners have a little time and space here. Puck on Alexander Hartzog's forehand. He's able to bump that up into the neutral zone. The Edge recover there. Lorenzo Vigilotti's got it. He's got it in all alone on his forehand. Sends one in on net. Fought off there by the Edge goaltender. Vigliotti had a nice look there on his forehand, and the Edge goaltender rose to the task. Now Aiden's out there harassing his man. The Edge had a 2-on-1 developing, easily cut out though by Toby Rifkin-Brennan. Skyliners come back the other way through the neutral zone. Berliner's got it on his forehand and is only able to dump it to the end boards because of a nice back check by the Edge. Puck ends up in the slot. We get one shot in. The Edge goaltender deflects that out, and now the Edge recoil and come through the neutral zone. They send it over to their headman, who's got time and space on his forehand. And the puck comes in on Speaker, who's there for the task, but the rebound ends up going in off an Edge stick. Edge 1, Skyliners nothing. Unfortunate bounce there off the pads for the rebound. The Edge were there to collect with a strong play through the low slot. 11:16 left here in the first. Plenty of time for the Skyliners to get that back, and they'll line up with Fauci, Bizarro, and Barish as their forward line and try and get that goal back immediately. The Edge win the face-off, but Dom Bizarro's on it. He's got the puck on his forehand. He sends it in on net, hits the side of the cage. The Edge now have it at their end boards, but they're harassed there by Fauci with a nice forecheck. The Edge are trying to break out. Skyliners' forecheck is strong. Now the Edge are able to gain the neutral zone and the offensive zone, but only so far as the blue line. Bizarro takes the puck back out the other way. He's got it on his forehand again. He's at a bad angle, looking for a man in the slot. Instead, harassed into the corner. The puck stops there, and the kids keep skating. Puck now comes up to the point, kept there by Parakia, but the Edge players are skating strong. They've got a 3-on-1. Freddie Ryan's able to break that up to start. No shot on goal. Fantastic defense there by Freddie Ryan. The puck comes out to the slot, slapped farther there, and Bizarro picks it up. Now he leaves his zone. He's in the neutral zone all alone, so he's got to dump that in so the Skyliners can get at least a partial line change. Fauci stays out to forecheck to give the Skyliners more time. The Edge have the puck, and they're able to leave their zone with it. But only so far as the blue line, as Toby Rifkin-Brennan throws that into the corner. He goes and chases his own puck, and Smosi picks it up there at the half boards. Rolls off his stick with the fresh ice. The Edge are able to backhand that up through the neutral zone. The Skyliners will have to go to collect. Smosi goes back to do that. He's got time and space as the Skyliners themselves recoil and try and get something going out of their zone. They break out and chip it up off the sideboards. No icing here. It'll be waved. Doesn't gain the red line. And the Skyliners have it in the offensive zone. They just need to get possession. They're unable to do so, so Hartzog will go back to collect. Throws it out of the zone and, in fact, out of the ice rink. That'll be a stoppage in play for a puck out of play. And we'll be looking at a defensive zone face-off here for the Skyliners. No penalty, of course, because there's no glass over there by the bench, so it's no delay of game. 9:37 left here in the first period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game. The Edge lead. Berliner leans in on the defensive zone face-off, gets his stick down first as required. The Edge win it back to the point. They've got it there and they throw one in on net, but it doesn't make it. Berliner cuts it out with his shin pads and throws it out of the zone. Through the neutral zone, the Edge have to go back and collect in their own defensive zone. The Edge throw one up to their own point, now gain the neutral zone. They've got numbers. Quick stick by Aiden keeps the Edge from getting it, but now they're in on loan. Speaker makes one stop, but he can't make the second on what was a partial breakaway there, and the Edge score again. 9:12 left in the first. Edge 2, Skyliners nothing. Well, not the way the Skyliners wanted to start this first period. Second chances galore right now in the crease. And you just hope Speaker can freeze some of these pucks. Barish will lean in. draws one forward, and the Edge come away with it. The Edge now gain the offensive zone again, but can't get past Aiden. Comes up with the puck on his forehand and is able to dump that puck in deep. Bigliotti goes and gives chase. Takes the puck from his man behind the end boards. The Edge try and work it up and can't. Lorenzo's there to again pick it up at the end boards and look for somebody in the slot. He reverses. The puck eludes Barish. Now the Edge have it at their half boards and continue to try and work it up. Chip doesn't work for the Edge. Now they have time and space in their own defensive zone. Look to send that puck up and out. The Edge do finally get it through the zone. Skyliners will have to clear and get back on defense here. The Edge have it at the dot. Still now in the low slot, try and lift one up. They do. They go bar down on a backhand there, and they score. Boy, you don't expect that kind of lift on a backhand from a player shooting blind, and yet the Edge were able to do it. 8:24 left here in the first. Edge 3, Skyliners nothing. And we've got a Skyliners timeout as they try and collect themselves here after an early barrage by the Edge. Gives us time to remind you that youth hockey on Midnight Sports is brought to you by Other Drivers. Skyliners fans, you know the old saying that everyone on the road who drives faster than you is a maniac, and everyone who drives slower than you is an idiot? Well, new scientific evidence from the University of Just Made This Up proves that's true. Other drivers are on the road specifically to annoy you and only you. Other drivers will fly by without a care in the world. Meanwhile, you'll be yelling at your windshield that someone cut you off and or shouldn't be in the left lane if they aren't going to at least drive with the flow of traffic. Other drivers bothering you literally since you got your license. Well, it looks like Coach Coffey's giving some intense instruction over there to the Skyliners, trying to get them back into this game, willing them to do so. The Edge come out ready, and presumably the Edge coaches are telling their players just more of the same. Here the skaters come back out on the ice. Coach Coffey will send over Fauci, Berliner, and Bizarro with a Hartsey and Ryan pairing. Skyliners win that face-off forward and gain the offensive zone, but the Edge are able to throw it right out of play over their bench, and the Skyliners will at the very least earn an offensive zone face-off. Skyliners will keep the same players out, and Berliner will lean in here. Try and win this back on his backhand over to Fauci. He does. Fauci pushes it farther down, and Bizarro goes to pick it up at the end boards. The puck comes around now to the near corner. The Edge will try and throw that up, but that pass was cut out and gummed up at the half boards. Skyliners still have it in the offensive zone. They don't have possession. The Edge try and leave early, and it pays off. They've got a 2-on-1 developing here, despite Freddie Ryan's back check. Hartsey gets in the way. Speaker's there to push that puck over the corner. Sometimes the easy saves are all you need to get going. Puck comes out of the offensive zone for the Edge, and they have to recoil in their own defensive zone. They look weak side and find a man at center ice. That puck almost gets all the way through, but Freddie Ryan cuts it out, up to Sam Berliner through the neutral zone. The Skyliners have a nice 3-on-2 here. It's over to the slot. Fauci has the puck and takes a high hit. It's going to be a delayed penalty here coming up on the Edge. The whistle goes as the Edge goaltender covers up when the puck rolled into his crease. Let's see what the call here is. Still some discussion between the players behind the net about just how high that hit was. And Fauci smartly skates away so as to not take some sort of matching penalty. Got an interference call coming up here on the Edge. That'll be Trevor Curto going away for 2 minutes. The Skyliners will look to get some momentum here on the power play. Barish leans in for this face-off with Samosi to his left, Kahn to his right, and Toby and Parakia behind him. Puck on the face-offs run forward through the crease. The Edge goaltender brushes that away to the corner. Parakia now loads up. Oh, he had a good sight of goal there and a nice save by the Edge goaltender. Toby now has to go back and collect to the neutral zone when the puck left. He sends that puck up, and the Skyliners did in fact clear the zone but can't keep possession. The Edge now come through the neutral zone with possession and look to get something going shorthanded. Skyliners pick that rolling puck up. Jill Kahn's got it now. Looks over to her side, tries to pass that over to Barish, ridden off the puck, and it comes right back through the neutral zone into the Skyliners' defensive end. Parakia curls there to pick it up. takes the puck behind his own cage and throws that up weak side to Jill Kahn. Jill has to make a change. So the Edge now will pick this up. Instead of picking it up, they let it go for an icing and the whistle blows. 6:44 left here in the first. Edge 3, Skyliners 0, but the Skyliners do still have 1 minute and 13 seconds left on the power play. Got Vigliotti out there for the Skyliners, as well as Bizarro and Berliner as the forward line. Looks like it might be Aiden and Hartsey there as defensive pairing. It is. Hartsey throws that out of his zone. The Edge take control at their own blue line. They'll curl there, look to go point to point, instead send it back to a weak side. The Edge have the puck. They see their man in the middle of the ice, but he fumbles it. Bizarro comes away with it now. Bizarro's got it at the blue line. He gains the zone, throws one in on net. The Edge goaltender's right there to freeze it, though, in the glove. Now a little push here by the Skyliners in the offensive zone. And offensive zone times never hurt anyone. Skyliners will keep the same crew out there for this draw to the Edge, goaltender's left. Berliner tries to win it back, and Bizarro pushes forward. He's got it in the corner. He's going to try and send one into the slot. Puck rolls off his stick and now is in the near corner, and the Edge go to pick it up. They send it out of the zone after a hard hit there by Alexander Hartzog, and Vigliotti picks it up and curls in his own defensive zone. He sends that up with a nice little chip to Berliner. Berliner gains the zone, tries to throw one on net, but it's deflected by the Edge defenseman. Another one comes to the slot. Nothing doing though, nobody home. The Edge send it all the way down the ice. This should result in an icing. It does. 21 seconds left here on the power play for the Skyliners. The Edge still lead by 3. 5:52 left in the first. Again, some good offensive zone time for the Skyliners. You'd just like to see them rewarded here for tilting the ice during this power play. Barish comes out there to take the draw. Malcolm Sweeney to his right and Matthew Fauci to his left. Barish wins that draw. He's got the puck on his forehand, then taken off by some nice stick work on the Edge. The Edge gained the neutral zone and now the offensive zone. They've got it on their forehand and look to throw one on net. They're unable to do so, though, with an aggressive forecheck by Matthew Fauci. Fauci's got the puck with his man at the blue line. The Edge look to clear it from there. Speaker's able to kick that shot to the side from the blue line. And the Skyliners are able to pick it up from there. Skyliners now skate with speed. Freddie Ryan's got it on his stick. Now it goes to Malcolm Sweeney. Oh, the Edge take it away, and the Skyliners take it right back. That puck deflects off Toby, and Toby goes in to chase into the corner. The Edge send that puck all the way around, and Barish tries to cut it off at the point. He's able to do so and keep that puck in the zone. Now it leaves the zone. Freddie Ryan's got it. He sends it back in with some pressure on him. But unfortunately, the zone wasn't clear. We'll get an offsides here. And a face-off just outside the blue line for the Skyliners. Well, that offsides will be deemed intentional, apparently, and come right back out to center ice. Berliner, Kahn, and Samosi are out there as the forward line. Berliner wins that face-off forward, but the Edge take over. The Edge enter the offensive zone there with about 7 skaters around the puck. It gives the Skyliners time to go get that puck when it comes to the corner. Aiden reverses over to Parachia. The Edge take over the puck there in the corner, and Samosi battles for it at the half boards. Berliner now goes back behind the net to pick it up. 4:35 left here in the first. The Edge still have the puck in the offensive zone. The Skyliners are unable to clear. The Edge have it in the corner. They're looking to throw something to the slot. They now have it at the point. They throw something to the slot. The Skyliners sticks are able to cut that out before it gets on net. Berliner has the puck at center ice. No icing is called as the puck was hit off Berliner's stick and in deep. The Edge now send that puck around the corner and come away with it despite a nice back check there by Jill Kahn. The Edge still have the puck through the neutral zone and gain the blue line. Now the puck's slapped out by Samosi and the Edge have to recoil. They do a nice little self-pass there, and the Edge are able to gain the offensive zone, but only so far as Parachia. Parachia bumps that up to Jill Kahn. Jill Kahn dumps that in for a line change, and Barish goes to forecheck. He forechecks the puck and his man down there in the corner. The Edge have to send it to the other side. Fauci's there at the half wall, uses his foot smartly, keeps that puck in. Puck's still at the end boards. Players are tangled up, and Fauci takes a hit right there in the back. The Edge are looking for their pound of flesh right now, up 3 goals. Instead, they send it all the way down. We should have an arm race here for icing. We do. 3:24 left here in the first, with the clock ticking. Now it's stopped. 3:20 in the first period. An icing call. Should be a nice offensive zone face-off here for the Skyliners. Barish over center with Pizarro to his left and Fauci to his right. Hartsey and Freddie Ryan are out there. The puck comes right off the face-off in on the Edge goaltender, who covers smartly, and we'll just do it all over again 4 seconds later. Barish leans in again, wins that face-off to the corner. Fauci goes to collect. The Edge beat him there. Pizarro now at the half boards. Has the puck on his forehand. Shaken off, though, and the puck comes out of the end of the zone. Ryan collects. Tries to send the puck in. The Edge take over in their own zone. The Edge try and break out. A couple of missed passes still result in the Edge at center ice having the puck in a 3-on-2. A little dangle there. Doesn't help anybody, but the puck's kicked over to the corner, either by Ryan Speaker or Freddie Ryan. Pick your Ryan. The Edge have the puck behind the end boards. Speaker now swipes that away, and the puck goes to the far side. Pizarro's wiped out by the Edge player, but we play on. Barish has the puck and tries to send it out of the zone. Instead, it goes deeper into the Skyliners zone. It's now at the end boards behind the cage. Barish has seen enough of it and takes matters into his own hands. Sends that puck over to his teammate. Now Pizarro has it and sends it weak side to Fauci. Fauci gets that puck deeper in the zone and he gives chase. The Edge have possession there as they curl around their own net. Lose the puck to their own defenders, and they're able to only get it so far as the blue line. Furliner has it now and looks to the slot. Pizarro tries to get it on his forehand, and the Edge are all over him. Now the Edge try and break out. Rifkin Brennan's there to try and keep it in, and now Berliner keeps it in himself. Berliner gets it back onto his forehand and looks into the slot. Instead sends it over to Aiden as the other point man. And unfortunately, Aiden got handcuffed and couldn't corral. Toby's got to hurry here to collect the puck with the forecheck of the Edge. The Edge get there at the same time as Toby, and the puck pops up into the Skyliners bench. We'll have a defensive zone face-off here with 1:45 left in the first. The Edge still lead 3-0. Well, this afternoon's game is also sponsored by Knives. Like scissors, but dependable. Skyliners fans, have you ever needed scissors when you're at home? Maybe you wanted to open a box or cut some shrink wrap off some food. When you go to the drawer where you've thrown all your pens, rubber bands, stamps, receipts, and junk, you can't seem to find your scissors. Where could they have possibly gone? And at a moment like this, that's where we come in. Knives can do anything scissors can do, just much more dangerously. When you need a pair of scissors and those scissors aren't there for you, keep us in mind. Knives, worth it, just to get that package of bacon open. A lot of neutral zone play here, and the Edge come away with a 2-on-2. Aiden curls over to try and stop that shot, and Speaker's got it in his pads. And the whistle goes. Speaker wasn't quite sure where that puck was, but with the whistle blowing, we'll get a defensive zone face-off. A veteran play there by Speaker to cover up all of the ice he could find and not let the linesman see where the puck ended up. Linesman calls the players over for a face-off with 1:26 left here in the third. The Edge win it at the point and try and get something in on net. Quick stick by Freddie Ryan, sees that puck end up in the slot on Berliner's stick, who's able to leave the zone. Bigliotti looks for it, can't find it, and the Edge come away with it. A lot of stick work here by the Skyliners. A little bit of frustration about not breaking out, but now they do. Baraki has got it on his stick, and he's skating. He is the head man. Tries to move it forehand to backhand. The puck just rolls off the toe of the stick. The Edge have the puck now, but they're not able to leave the zone. Sweeney gets it deeper in the zone, but only to an Edge stick. The Edge now come with speed through the neutral zone. They're in on goal all alone here. Oh, Speaker with a nice save there. Another nice save. Post may have helped him out on one of those shots. Those were 2 lasers stopped by Speaker. He's covering up that post as best he can. The puck's still, though, in the slot. The Skyliners look to get it out. It does leave the zone, if barely. We should get a whistle for offside here. We do. 29.5 seconds left here in the first. The Edge lead by 3, but the Skyliners have been stout over the last 8 or so game minutes, and they'll have a face-off just outside their defensive blue line. That face-off stays at the dot for a second. The Skyliners try and move it forward with bodies. Instead, it ends up in their defensive zone. And Hartsey has it there with some time and space. He curls around and reverses over to Toby. Toby's unable to get that out. Oh, and the puck pops up on a save and ends up in the back of the net. The Skyliners were unable to clear it. That's 15.5 seconds left in the first, and that's a backbreaker. That is a tough goal with only 15.5 seconds left. Well, the Skyliners are down 4 goals now here in the first period. And they'll look to get out of it just down 4 with 15 left. The Edge win that face-off back, and they curl and come through the neutral zone and try and gain the zone. Instead, Samosi comes away with it, sends it over to Bizarro. Bizarro's got it on his forehand, throws it in. The Edge goaltender fumbles it over the corner. That'll do it for the first period. Long Island Edge 4, New York City Skyliners 0. Stay tuned. They put 15 minutes back up on the board. Period 2 coming at you just after the break. Well, folks, as we get set here for the second period, it gives us some time to remind you that today's game on Midnight Sports is also sponsored by one of our favorite returning advertisers. Being an adult is exhausting. Skyliners fans, remember when you were a kid and being an adult seemed so great? You could have candy for lunch and Doritos for dinner. You could stay up until 2 a.m. and no one would tell you to go to bed. Well, now that you're an adult and you do all those things, it just doesn't seem exciting, does it? It's exhausting. Between the mortgage payments, electric bills, and grocery store receipts, we're here to remind you that being an adult is exhausting. Just remember to enjoy those dinner Doritos next time you have them. They may be the best part of your day. Well, the Skyliners come out here for the second period, 15 minutes on the clock. They'll switch ends in this period of the long change. Looks like Berliner, Samosi, Khan out as the forward lines, and Paracchia and Aiden as the defensive pairing. Berliner leans in, tries to win it on his backhand. The puck comes over to Aiden. Looks for a teammate to send it to, and the Edge collapse on him. Joe Khan comes away with the puck through the neutral zone, gets it up to Berliner. He's got a 2-on-2, but the puck's at the half boards. Khan goes in hard to try and take that puck from the Edge defender. Berliner's looking to kick it out to her. There's a lot of action over there and no whistles. Puck comes to the point, sent right back in by Aiden. Joe Khan's got it on her forehand now and throws one on net. Oh, Samosi was there for the deflection, but the Long Island Edge goaltender was equal to the task and stops that and freezes the puck. 4:31 left here in the second. Nice way to start the period for the Skyliners. Fauci leans in, wins that face-off forward. Bigliotti sends that to the slot, but nobody's home for the Skyliners, and the Edge are able to clear the zone all the way down the ice. Will it go for an icing? No, it's touched up just before the red line and probably would have been waved off either way. Paracchia battles for it in the corner, and the Edge come around on the Ed boards and look for a wraparound. They're cut out there by the Skyliners defenders, and the Edge still have the puck, circling. Oh, Fauci goes in hard there. The nice hit on his man with the puck, separates him from the puck. It stays over at the circle. The Edge still have it. A nice save there by Speaker. He's able to cover before the Edge get there for the rebound this time. 13:54 left in the second. We've got a little end-to-end action right now. Skyliners will make a line change here after that puck was frozen. They'll get Freddie Ryan and Toby Rifkin-Brennan out as their defensive pairing. Berliner, Barish, and Sweeney come out as the forward line. Berliner will take this draw, and he wins it forward on the forehand, but it comes out to the point to the Edge. The Edge still have the puck in the high slot on their backhand. They curl now to get on the forehand. They're there, they try and send one through traffic. It doesn't make it quite to the cage. Now they throw a slap shot in, again, stop there at the dot. And they do it again. And that puck goes high and wide. Misses the cage entirely. Edge are able to keep the zone, though, and took a hit to do it. Puck comes around to Barish at the half boards. Tries to work it up. Ends up on his backhand, so the Edge throw another one in. Nice little leg save there by Ryan Speaker. Skyliners can't clear the zone. The Edge still have it. They're working hard in this cycle play. A couple pinballing moves, though, and the puck bounces out of the offensive zone for the Edge. They'll have to recoil in the neutral zone. Skyliners gum it up there, even though the puck comes all the way in. It's at the end boards behind the cage, and Rifkin Brennan goes to pick it up. He has to send it around to the corner with a nice forecheck by the Edge. He's still got it, though, strong on the puck, and throws it up to the head man in the neutral zone. The Edge take over there in reverse direction. Skyliners battle for it, and the Edge come away with it. Oh, a nice little hit there by Toby, separates the man. The puck goes all the way to the end boards. No shot on goal there. Toby goes to pick it up again. Can only make it so far as the point. Skyliners skating hard here. The Edge still have it in the zone. They've got it at the dot on the forehand. They throw one in on net. Speaker's strong stick there keeps that puck from getting to the slot man. The Skyliners try and collect down in the corner. They're still trying to collect down in the corner, and they do finally. Here it comes off Berliner's stick. He's able to clear the zone. The Edge have to go get it. Icing's waved off as the linesman sees some slow skating by the Edge player. The Edge have it now behind their own net and look to send that up for a breakout. They're able to get it past the stick of Hartsey, and Aiden's going to have to skate hard here to recover before that hits the red line. He does. He gets to the puck first and has his man down in the corner. It's gummed up there, and more support coming in for both teams. Nice little hip check by Fauci, throws one Edge player to the ground, but the Edge do come away with it on their forehand. They send it up to the point, try and set it on goal. Oh, boy, was that a headhunter that almost went in. Speaker stops that one with his stick, and he's got to thank that post after this sequence. Oh, the Edge are able to knock that out of the air in the slot. It's an Edge goal, 5-0 Edge, 11:41 here in the second. Some very nice hand-eye coordination there by the Edge player in the slot. And that puck ends up in the back of the net. That is unfortunate for the Skyliners, who were defending hard. Now the Skyliners will lean in again here, try and get something back. Kelsey wins that puck forward, and Pizarro goes to chase. The Edge get there first and pump it up through the neutral zone. They try and get that puck in deeper, but Aiden's there to stop it. Now the puck jumps off his stick, and Samosi goes to try and keep it in the zone. Instead, the Edge come away with it and feather it up to their headman. They've got a 3-on-2 here, working towards the slot. It's on the forehand. They try and pass that to the low slot, and the puck misses all sticks and goes to the corner. Now the Skyliners battle for it at the half boards. The Edge come away with the puck on their forehand and try and send it to the slot there. The Edge are unable to get it, though, to the high slot, and the Skyliners now send it up to the point. The Edge keep the zone and send it back in deep again. Skyliners pick it up after it bounces just a little bit, and they're able to get it out of the zone. A nice 2-on-2 developing here for the Skyliners. Fauci goes to shoot. The puck's left behind. There's a bit of a collision. No call made there. The Skyliners aren't able to keep the zone. Now the Edge have a bit of a break here. 1-on-2, and the Edge player looks to get it on his forehand and throw it in. The Edge are unable to throw it on goal, though, even though the puck came just outside the crease to the forehand of the Edge player. Instead, it ends up at the point. Samosi tries to leave the zone with it. He's unable to, but he forces a bad pass, and now Fauci picks it up. He's got it in the neutral zone. He's crossed the red line, so he'll dump. Pizarro will go down now to chase it. The Edge beat him to it there. They're able to send it out of the zone. Well, right back in their zone, but they pick it up anyway and come with speed through the neutral zone. They instead dump it down to the corner, and Freddie Ryan goes to collect. Sends it to the end boards. And we've got 3 Skyliners players battling it for it there. Skyliners will come away with it. Berliner's only able to get it up to the slot. Slap shot comes in and goes just wide of the net to the right. The Edge are there. They're changing ahead of the play. Speaker had it in his glove, but it's fumbled. Now it comes back in. Toby cleans up for him, sends it into his pads, and Ryan Speaker covers for the freeze. We've got a 5-0 hockey game here with 9:48 left in the second period. Well, folks, you're watching on Midnight Sports. Midnight Sports, why bother showing up when the hockey looks this good on TV? Berliner will lean in to take this defensive zone draw as Skyliners use their last change as the home team and send their defensive pairing out of Aiden and Hartsey. Berliner wins the puck back to his own corner, and Hartsey tries to send that around for a nice breakout. Instead, the Edge get there first and throw it to the slot. Quick stick by Berliner keeps that puck from getting through, and now Jill Kahn comes away with it through the neutral zone. On her backhand, she tries to get that puck in deep. but she's unable to. And now the Edge have a bit of a break here. Hartsy's going to race over and try and cover for that puck. He does. Shepherds it behind his own net and reverses. He fooled everybody on that play, including his defensive pair. Aiden goes to collect, but he's unable to get that puck out of the zone. Instead, Bigliotti takes over and shepherds it across the blue line. Puck bounces up here in the neutral zone, and the Edge regain the offensive zone and send it on in deep. Hartsey goes to collect again. He's got 2 Edge players on him and 1 waiting for the breakout. Now the Edge have it at the point and try and send the puck in. Instead, it hits a shin, and then they're able to do it in the high slot, get that goal with lots of traffic in front of Ryan Speaker. Now this game has a chance of getting away from the Skyliners. It's a 6-0 hockey game with 8:54 left in the second. Skyliners are talking a little bit amongst themselves here as to what they can do to turn the tables and get on the board. Coach Coffey sends Barish, Parakia, and Sweeney out as his forward line, and Freddie Ryan and Toby Rifkin-Brennan as his defensive pairing. The Edge are able to gain the offensive zone, and the Skyliners are unable to get that out. The Edge now have it at the dot on their forehand. They look to send one in, curling in the slot. They curl. Speaker stops that, or a defenseman does before it gets to the net. Now the Edge have it, cycling. A strong stick by Rifkin-Brennan keeps that puck from getting to the net. It's thrown to the side of the cage, and the Skyliners try and pick it up there. It again comes to the side of the cage, and Speaker freezes there. 8:20 left to play in the second period, and it's been all Edge here for the last 4 minutes of game time or so. A bright start to the second period has not paid dividends just yet for the Skyliners. Hopefully they can get some momentum going back their way soon. Fauci will lean in for this faceoff with Pizarro to his right and Samosi to his right. Faceoff comes way out of the zone, and Samosi's got speed. He's going to try and track this puck down before the Edge does. He gets it on his forehand, but he's sandwiched by 2 Edge defenders and can't get a shot off. Fauci instead works that puck in deeper. The Edge take over behind their own net. The Edge work it up to the half boards and have their breakout in full effect now. They're going to leave the zone with the puck here, try and send it up and into the Skyliner zone. They do. It ends up at the end boards there, and Freddie Ryan picks it up. He's got 2 Edge forwards all over him. The Edge are able to send that over to the slot. Speaker covers there, and we're going to get a quick whistle, try and keep this game in hand. Nice cover by Speaker on an unexpected bounce there in the crease. But you know he's got to be feeling it right now. And that feeling isn't always good when they're swarming around your crease. Fauci leans in. Puck ends up at the Edge point. The Edge pump one in, hits his own man in the back. He looks to be okay, but the Skyliners are able to leave the zone. Pizarro now has the puck on his stick. It's taken just off at the blue line. The Edge are able to leave the zone. Now Hartsey has to go to collect. There's an on-rushing Edge player. Tries to get that puck in. Oh, he's able to feather it in. That's 7-0 now, Edge. The Edge players were just skating a little bit faster there, and they were able to get to that loose puck. Well, 7:23 left to play here in the second. Edge 7, Skyliners nothing. And the Skyliners just need a spark here to get on the board. Berliner leans in. Draw comes back to his own defenseman. Aiden's got it there. He goes point to point. Hartsey tries to get on his forehand, does, but can't chip it out of the zone. The Edge end up with it. They're again in the high slot, and they throw one in. Speaker with a nice save. Speaker saves the rebound as well. The puck ends up at the end boards in the corner. The Edge try and throw that to the slot. They do. They're right there, and they sneak it right under Speaker's pads. We're getting a bit of a discussion there at the net, but it doesn't look like they're going to waive the goal. It's going to be another Edge goal. That's 8-0 Edge. 7:05 left here in the second. Now the Skyliners will send Sweeney, Parakia, and Barish over as their forward line. And Barish will lean in. The Edge win that face-off and send it through the neutral zone and try and gain the offensive zone again. Parakia cuts out that pass, tries to send it past the blue line, and is unable to. Now Freddie Ryan goes to collect at the half boards. And the Skyliners send that puck all the way around. The Edge have it at the point again. They wing that one into the slot. Instead, Freddie Ryan cuts that out, and Parachia comes away with the puck. Sends it back to his trailing player, and the Skyliners leave the zone. Now Barish has it in the neutral zone, but he's separated by a nice step up in the Edge defenseman. The Edge come away with the puck at the blue line and work that in deep. The Edge player's ridden off the puck, but there's another one there to pick it up. Puck stays in the offensive zone here for the Edge. They've got it at the dot, now at the half boards, and back to the corner. Puck leaves the zone with some rapidity. Have to think that was a Skyliners player who sent that one down, especially because they're about to call icing. They do. 6:11 left in the second. Edge 8, Skyliners nothing. Skyliners looking at a defensive zone face-off coming up. Well, Fauci leans in, the puck stays at the dot. Skyliners scramble for it, comes up to the point though for the Edge. They wing one in, and that puck ends up in the back of the net too, it looks like. Edge 9, Skyliners 0. Well, the rout is on here, folks. Period 2, 6:03 left to play. And the Skyliners will lean in again here for a draw. Puck stays in the neutral zone. Now Hartsey throws that in when he gains the red line. The Edge are able to clear their zone though and work the other way. Puck goes right back into the offensive zone. The Edge are able to break out one more time. Puck comes to the Edge end boards now again. A lot of banging in the neutral zone here. The Edge work their breakout. They've got 5 skaters going in the same direction now. They cross center ice and they gain the blue line. Now it's in the high slot and the Skyliners are able to cover and get that puck out across the blue line. The Edge will have to leave the zone. They do. They come right back in. A slap shot comes in on Speaker, but it goes wide left. The Edge try and pick up the puck there. Skyliners battle for it. Puck doesn't gain the blue line though, and another shot comes in. A nice kick save there by Speaker through some traffic. The Edge try and pick it up at the half boards. They're unable to, but they do keep the zone and throw one in again. Hits one of their own men. Never sees the sight of goal, and here we are in the neutral zone. Puck comes all the way in. We have no arm raised here by the linesman though, so no icing. Skyliners go back to pick it up in their defensive zone. They're unable to clear that zone, and the puck comes around to the end boards where the Edge pick it up. The Edge look to the slot for a pass. See nobody there. Now someone's in the high slot, but Pizarro takes the puck off him, and now Aiden battles for it there. Puck goes wide of the net after the players fight for it. The Edge try and come around on the edge boards, but they don't come away with it. Skyliners have it. Miss pass, sees that puck go all the way into the offensive zone for the Skyliners, but with the Edge having possession. The Edge send that puck right up ice. Oh, and Fauci takes a big hit there, and another big hit in the back. Still no arm raise. No, now we've got an arm raise, and the players are going at it after that late hit. Now the players still wrestling on the ice, and they're separated by the linesman here. We'll see what the decision is. The Edge fans want an extra penalty on the Skyliners here, without seeming to acknowledge the fact that not only was the first hit a bad one, but the late blindside hit was even worse. Let's see what the lineman says. Looks like we're going to have matching roughing penalties here. Should still leave us with 5-on-5 hockey. Well, the Edge fans are really unhappy with that call. The Edge coaches don't seem all that disturbed by it. And so we will have 5-on-5 hockey here with 3:54 left in the second. A 9-0 hockey game. The Edge lead. Berliner leans in. Takes the draw on his backhand, wins it back to his defenseman, Freddie Ryan. Freddie Ryan's got the puck on his forehand, tries to feather that up to Joe Kahn. Joe Kahn gets that out of the zone, and Berliner chases it down in the neutral zone. Skyliners have it there and try and get going the other way. Instead, the Edge come away with it. Puck enters the offensive zone for the Edge, but Toby Rifkin-Brennan is there to pick it up. puts it on his forehand, tries to get out of the zone. Only makes it so far as the point though, and the Edge have it there. A point-to-point pass fails to connect, and the Edge have to leave the zone. The Edge have it in the neutral zone. They recoil and try and get some momentum going forward. The Edge still have the puck. A nice back check by Berliner, sees a quick pass from the Edge, end up at the end boards. Skyliners and Edge battle for it at the end boards. A lot of stick work, no puck movement. Now the puck's directly behind the cage. Speaker looks through the window over his shoulder to try and find it. The Edge come around for a wraparound. The puck rolls off, backhand stick. No shot on goal there, and the puck will get all the way out of the zone. Parakia goes for a big hit there to the puck carrier and separates the puck from the man, but his stick from his hands as well. The Edge end up with the puck in their own defensive zone, and they're doing some hard work there to stay away from the Skyliners. The Edge gain the Skyliners' offensive zone, but Jill Kahn pushes that puck past the blue line. She loses her stick doing it and goes to collect it. Meanwhile, the Edge have the puck in the neutral zone, and they're dancing around Skyliners players at this point, trying to work the puck in deep. They send it over to the slot, and Berliner cuts that pass out. Goes behind his own net and looks up to try and find a man. Instead, the Edge come away with it and throw another one on goal. Nice block shot there by Toby, keeps that puck from seeing the net. Instead, the Edge have it at the point again and throw one wide of the net. Ends up at the end boards, all the way around to the point. The Edge have the puck there. The Skyliners try and get it out of the zone. They do. The Edge are going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. Instead, they dump it in, and the Skyliners come away with it through the neutral zone. The Skyliners have to make a change of their own and try and get that puck in deep. Toby has it now and bounces the puck up to Barish. That bounces over his stick. The Edge coil. The Edge captain has the puck on his forehand now and looks to put one in on net. Does. Bouncing puck is scooped up there by Speaker, who freezes smartly with the Edge players swirling around him. 1:39 left here in the second period. The Edge are leading 9-0. We have 5-on-5 hockey still. It looks like Barish will take this draw for the Skyliners. Barish leans in, wins that puck over the wing, and it ends up in the corner. Puck's still in the corner now. The Edge come away with it and try and throw one in on Speaker. A strong leg pad keeps that out. They throw another one in, and they do score on that shot. Speaker still was trying to cover the post on that, and the puck ends up in the back of the net after the initial save. Well, that'll be Edge 10, Skyliners nothing. 1:28 left here in the second period. Parrish leans in and wins that puck forward. The Edge come away with it and try and send it in the Skyliners' defensive zone. Instead, Hartsey sends it right back the other way, and the Edge will have to break out. They do, but only so far as the red line, and they collect the puck there. Now they've got some momentum in a 2-on-2. That puck goes over to the half boards. The Edge pick up there. They look to throw a bad angle shot on. Puck rolls off the stick of the Edge player, and they'll have to settle for just keeping the puck in the zone. The Skyliners try and get it out of the zone there. They're unable to, but on the second try, it crosses the blue line. A quick stick by the Edge player should be offside, but it's just not whistled. Skyliners now have the puck and look to break out. Malcolm Sweeney has it, pushes his forehand up, gains the offensive zone, but loses possession. Barish goes back to collect that puck now in the Skyliners' defensive zone. He'll skate it all the way behind his own net. He's on his backhand and will look to go to the forehand. He does. He banks one off the wall to Sweeney, who's able to chip that out of the zone. The Edge take possession, though, in the neutral zone after they've cleared their own offensive zone. The Skyliners will have to go back to retrieve. The Edge have it now with 25 seconds left. They've got it at the point. They're just trying to keep that in the offensive zone. Quick stick does, but only so far as Hartsey, who banks one out. And that may go for icing. No, deemed to have taken a deflection there at the blue line. And the linesman seems happy to let this period run out and have the teams cool off just a bit. Skyliners have it there in the offensive zone. Try and throw one on net, but it doesn't get through. The Edge bank that off the wall and out of the zone. And that'll do it there for the second period. Edge 10, Skyliners nothing. Scorekeeper will put 15 more minutes up, and we'll do it all over again for the third period right after this break here on Midnight Sports. Well, welcome back in here for the third period. 15 more minutes on the clock, and we're going to do it all over again. Skyliners will take the ice with a line of Berliner, Barish, Parakia at forward. Freddie Ryan and Toby Rifkin-Brennan there is the defensive pairing. Berliner tries to win that puck forward. Instead, the Edge come away with the puck, but can't gain the offensive zone. A quick Skyliner stick keeps that out. Parakia's got it on his forehand, looks to make a pass across the blue line. Instead, the Edge are able to get that puck out of the zone. Puck leaves the zone, but it looks like we're not going to get any tight offside call here in a game with the score spread this wide. Instead, Skyliners keep that puck in the zone and try and throw one on net. It ends up at the end boards. Skyliners try and work it up to the point. The Edge come away with it through the neutral zone and with some speed. Skyliners defenders come back quickly and cover that up. Puck bounces around here a bit in the neutral zone. The Edge come away in their own zone with the puck. They go point to point, and the Skyliners are giving them some room to do so. Point to point again, and they try and work their breakout up the boards. Instead, we'll get some icing wave. No, we'll get the whistle now. 14:03 left here in the third period with an icing call. Well, today's game is sponsored by rewatching parts of movies you've seen dozens of times to waste a Saturday afternoon. Attention, fans of Shawshank Redemption, Rounders, any Fast and Furious movie, and parts 1 and 2 of Godfather. We see you and acknowledge you. At rewatching parts of movies you've seen dozens of times to waste a Saturday afternoon, our clients can enjoy the same movie over and over and over again. It doesn't matter if the movie is almost over or has just started. Our clients love wasting an afternoon watching something they've seen plenty of times before. So, turn on the TV, look for TNT, USA, or HBO, and settle in for 37 minutes of Casino, or an hour and 4 minutes of The Rock. Rewatching parts of movies you've seen dozens of times to waste a Saturday afternoon. Accepting new clients every weekend. Well, the Edge had a nice chance there, kicked aside by Ryan Speaker. The Edge come right back into the offensive zone. They throw one high and wide of the net. Comes all the way around to the far point. Bouncing puck eludes the Edge defender, but it also eludes Malcolm Sweeney. Skyliners try and push that up through the neutral zone. They're unable to, so Aiden has to go back to his defensive zone and send it out. He does. The Edge have it now at the red line and are able to dump it in. Instead, an offsides call is made. Looks like we'll have a face-off here at center ice. And we'll have Samosi, Khan, Berliner out as the forward line. Toby and Freddie will take over the defensive pair duty. Joel Khan tries to win that at the blue line. It's unable to. And the Edge leave their zone with it. The Edge have it there at neutral ice. A little bit of kicking, a little bit of shoving. Certainly no hugging going on, as the Skyliners do eventually move that forward, and Sam Berliner's buried for his trouble. The Edge send that off the end boards, or sideboards, excuse me, and the puck goes all the way to the end. No icing called. Instead, Berliner works it out of the zone, and the Edge will have to clear the zone, and they're whistled for an offside. They didn't quite make it to the end of the zone there. Well, we'll have another face-off coming up. You're watching this game on Midnight Sports. Show your support. Give us a like, a follow, or hit that old subscribe button. You know you want to. Another puck drop here just outside the Skyliners' defensive zone. Sees them come away with it. Try and work that up through the neutral zone. And the linesman adjudged Pizarro to have touched that, and he goes to collect. No icing called on the play. Pizarro with the puck now on his back end. Tries to feather one up to the half boards. He's unable to do so, and the puck ends at the end boards. The Edge are unable to clear their zone. Skyliners now have the puck at the half boards, taken off their stick, and the Edge come away with it. They're in the neutral zone. A good battle here by Freddie Ryan, despite being down the goals he is. The Edge have it. They look to the slot. They send it to the slot. Nobody home. A nice little stick lift there by Toby Rifkin-Brennan keeps that from ending up in the back of the net. Pizarro has that puck now. He's got it on his forehand. He's looking to shoot. Still on the forehand. The Edge take it away there. The puck comes off the glass and all the way back down. Now the Edge are skating. Freddie Ryan beats the Edge player to the puck, Comes away with it on his forehand. Tries to feather something up to Pizarro. He's unable to do so. He collects his own pass and sends that up to Bennett Barish. Barish now has it on his backhand. Throws something to the slot. Paraki is there, but so is the edge defender's stick. And that puck goes to the end boards. Hartsy's able to keep that puck in the zone. He wings one in on net. It doesn't make it quite that far, and it's cut out. Hartzog again has it at the point. Sends that puck over to Barish in the slot. Barish on his backhand tries to get the puck in deeper, and the Edge are wise to that move. The Edge come away with the puck in the high slot and skate it out of their zone. Now the Edge are flowing. They've got a 3-on-3 here. They'll try and send one in on Speaker. Now a little wraparound, sees the puck end up at the point. It's at the point for a slap shot, no doing though. Quick stick by Pizarro keeps that puck from getting through. Ends up at the end boards, and Hartsey goes to pick that up. Steady battles with the Edge player in the corner with 9:35 left here in the third period. Still battling in the corner. The puck comes loose into the slot. Speaker makes a nice glove save, sends that to the end boards. Puck comes around again. And we get a little bit of a hit there by Hartsey on the player who's reaching for the puck. Adjudged to be clean, and we play on. Skyliners are able to get out of their zone. The Edge send it right back in, but it's offside. Well, the Skyliners will line up here for center ice face-off. With 8:55 left in this game. Bigliotti leans in. He wins that puck back to himself, and Toby sends a pass up. That puck will go, and we'll have icing waved off there. Puck comes out to the slot. Sweeney was there, and so was the Edge defender. It doesn't end up on goal. Another one thrown to the slot. The Edge are able to cut that pass out and come away with it. Now they have some speed, but they don't have the puck. Toby sends it off the edge forward, and it comes right back to him. Now the Edge gain the zone. They've got the puck, but the Edge players bumped off the puck there. Strong body by Toby keeps him from getting a shot on goal. Smosi has the puck at the point. The Edge player takes it off his stick. Still at the point, the Edge still have the offensive zone. They're trying very hard to keep that in. The Skyliners are unable to clear. They finally do, and now they have the puck at neutral ice. The Edge take over after the Skyliners unable to find the right pass. Nice skate there by Toby, keeps the puck from getting into the slot, and he takes a hit to do it. Skyliners come away here. They've got a 3-on-2 if they hurry, but send the puck in. They were at the end there of a long shift. Cody Ryan has the puck at the point. He avoids a big hit, and Toby Rifkin-Brennan keeps that puck in. Unfortunately, the puck doesn't come with him, and it's sent all the way down to the other end of the ice. No icing called here, and the Edge skate in hard after it. It's at the Skyliners' end boards, and the Edge are all over the play. They've got it at the end boards still, dancing around behind, looking for a shot in on Speaker. He covers. Strong leg pad keeps that puck from going in net. 7:15 left here in the third period. The Edge have a big lead. Well, puck drop again. Puck comes right in on Speaker. Nice chest save. Rebound spills in front of him, and his defenseman Aiden's there to clean up the rebound. The Edge now have the puck in the corner. They look to throw one in the slot. Berliner there to cut out that pass. The Edge still have possession until Berliner takes it himself, but can't quite gain the blue line to get it out. Instead, Hartsey's there to throw that puck all the way down the ice. Icing waved off immediately. Must have taken a bump there in the neutral ice. Pizarro in on the forecheck. He forces a bad pass there, and Berliner picks it up at the half wall. Passes it to himself. He's got it in the slot. Tries to feather one over to Jill Kahn. Just evades her stick. Berliner again cycles behind the end boards. Tries to pick up the puck there. There's a big battle. Two players on each team looking for it, and the Edge come away to the near corner. Now they're able to break out. They're skating across their blue line looking for a headman. Instead, Butler takes it himself. He's got it on the forehand, looks to send it into the slot. He's unable to find a Edge stick there to meet it, and the puck goes all the way other side. Skyliners pick it up in their own far corner, and Berliner's able to skate with the puck. He's got it, and he just dumps it in deep after a long shift. Skyliners will get a much-needed line change. Pizarro in on the forecheck, and the Edge work around him and work the puck up for a breakout. They're still skating hard through the neutral zone. Now they've gained the offensive zone. They're on their forehand, looking to put one in on net. Speaker's there, he covers. We should get a whistle, we do. A little bit of pushing and shoving there in the crease after some extra stick work from the Edge players. We'll get a defensive zone face-off here with about 5.5 minutes left in the third period. Well, Barish leans in, the Edge win that back to their defensive zone, but the Skyliners come away with it. Maybe that was the plan all along. Parakia's got it on his forehand and tries to work the puck in deep. He's at the half boards now, all the way down to the corner. The puck hits the end boards. Skyliners try and throw it to the slot. Nobody's home. They do still come away with it and try and cycle that back toward the net. Instead, the Edge are there and send it out of their zone. They really want this shutout. Freddie Ryan recoils back in his defensive end. Looks to see who's available. You see Barish up at his own blue line. Barish now takes the puck on his forehand. Skates through the neutral zone and gains the zone over to Parakia. Parakia's got the puck. He's in on goal. Let's see if he can put one on. Oh, it's on his backhand. Oh, it goes right through the crease there. The Skyliners are unable to convert. The Edge have the puck still in their defensive zone. Skyliners with a big push here. They've got a 2-0. Barish has the puck on his forehand. Tries, taken off. The goaltender stands tall. They've still got the puck in there. We get a late whistle. No goal here. The Edge goaltender equal to the task after several shots there by the Skyliners. Really good late game push here by the Skyliners. Try and get one on the board. Now we'll get a whole new 5 skaters out there for the Skyliners with just about 4 minutes left in this game. Bigliotti leans in, wins that puck back to Pizarro. Pizarro takes the puck at the half boards himself, kicks it to himself, stays with the puck. But an Edge stick seems to wipe him out, and the Edge come away with it to the point. Instead, Hartsey throws that in on net. Pizarro picks up the rebound, deeps one man, and looks to throw it to the slot. A stick trips him, no call. Probably not going to get a lot of calls here late. Puck thrown to the low slot. No one there to tuck that home. Skyliners are able to keep it in the zone. Hartsey feathers that down to Aiden. And the Edge take it off his stick there. The Edge still can't clear the zone, though. It's in the far corner as Pizarro tries to send that back up to the point. Instead, the Edge do finally come away with it, but overskate the puck. Skyliners kept it in so far, but not now. The Edge through the neutral zone here with some speed on the weak side of the ice. The Edge looked to put one into the slot and tuck that home. Unfortunately for them, Bigliotti was there to cover defensively. The Edge now working hard in the corner to try and get that puck up. It hits the outside of the cage, bounces high, and ends up on the other side of the ice. Hartsey now has the puck. Tries to send that up, but misses the stick of Sweeney. Puck comes all the way down to the end boards where the Edge collect behind their own cage. They send that up to the half wall. Another missed pass sees the puck end up in the defensive zone of the Skyliners, and they'll go back to retrieve. 2.5 minutes left here in the third period. The Skyliners would love to put one on the board. They throw one up to Pizarro there in the neutral zone. Pizarro finds Berliner. Berliner's got a 1-on-2. He's on his forehand, has to throw a weaker shot in because of some good stick work there by the defenders of the Edge. And the Edge goaltender covers with 2:12 left to play. Well, another puck drop sees the Skyliners win that forward and try and come away with the puck there at the dot. They're unable to do so. So the Edge have it behind their net, and they use the glass to try and send that around. Instead, it looks like it gets stuck in the glass, and we'll have another stoppage in play here. About 1.5 minutes left in this hockey game. Offensive zone face-off coming for the Skyliners. Berliner leans in. Berliner wins it to himself and sends it to the corner. Now the puck comes up to the point, and Toby's able to keep it there. Second attempt by the Edge. See that puck skip past Toby's stick. But a good back check by Rifkin Brennan keeps that puck from going to the slot where there was a streaking Edge player ready to take it. Berliner now has the puck with about 1 minute left in this game. Feathers one up to Jill Kahn. Puck leaves the zone. The Edge take it from her there. The Edge have it in the neutral zone and send it all the way back in. Got an arm race for icing, and the icing is called with 1 minute left. Well, the Skyliners will look to rebound from this game with 2 games next weekend. They both should be here at City Ice. We hope you'll tune in on Midnight Sports for those games as we see out the last 35 seconds of this one. The Edge take the puck out of their zone and skate through the neutral zone. Barish is there with the back check, but the Edge still have it on their puck. Oh, a nice save there on the breakaway by Ryan Speaker. Keeps this game closer than it otherwise would be. Skyliners try and skate up and gain the offensive zone. 13 seconds left in this one. They'd love to just throw one on net here and keep the puck in the zone. Toby's got it on his forehand. Nice little poke check, has that puck pop up. We've got a 3-second breakaway here by the Edge. 1 second left. Will he get it off? No. Well, he gets it off, but Speaker's able to save that up and over the net anyway. Well, that's all she wrote, folks. Looks like the Edge will win this one 10-0 over the Skyliners. We can't thank you enough for joining us today and all weekend here on Midnight Sports. Tune in next weekend and watch the Skyliners in action. We'll see you then. Thanks again, folks.